Konnichiwa mina, boku wa Jeremy desu. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. Today is day 249. It is Saturday, August the 6th, 2014. Almost said 2004. It's 3:30-ish, 3:40-ish in the morning, and just finished watching Sailor Moon Crystal, hence the Sailor Moon shirt, even though this is S from the original series, but that's okay. I like it. And yes, it's a girl's shirt, but there's not a lot of Sailor Moon guy shirts out there that I've found at all, actually, and it kind of works with, I like it. Excuse me. I apologize again for my voice. I'm just getting over strep throat, so I had no voice last Sunday, so I'm glad that it's kind of coming back. So, just watched episode 5, Act 5, Makoto, or Sailor Jupiter, whatever it's called, and they're throwing in more subtle differences again from what the manga chapter had. I went back and read it again recently, just last Saturday, because I thought Sailor Moon Crystal was on last Saturday. But of course it's the first and third Saturday of each month. I, like many of you, forgot about that, so my apologies in my last Sailor Moon related video last Saturday if I had said that anyway, I'm sorry, I'm confused. So, little things that didn't happen. We didn't see Rei's grandpa, which was odd. In the manga, he appears when Makoto goes to the shrine with Usagi and Ami, and her grandpa is all over that, like, oh, you got some pretty friends, and so I don't know if he's going to be in it at all. Should be interesting to see. The men that were being lured by the bride ghost, were stored in the other mannequins and stuff in the store. This time they were just laying on the floor. The mannequin, or it wasn't even a mannequin really, it was like I want to say not a golem or gargoyle, something like that on the shop window or top there in the manga, and in this case it was a bride. I thought it was actually really creepy when it started coming to life. The lights or eyes lit up and kind of like, a horror movie almost. So that was interesting. Nephrite, of course, was attacked with the Flower Hurricane, which is great, and then we saw Sailor Jupiter's lightning bolt. And again, they are pretty much sticking very closely to the manga in terms of how the acts are going, with little subtle nuances and things like that. Motoki did go after Makoto, like he did in the manga as well. Of course, he was under the spell. This time we didn't see Kunzite and Zoisite in it at the end, because Nephrite didn't get destroyed. So they're definitely playing up the generals thing, and I have a feeling that they're going to join up with Prince Endymion when that is all revealed. In 2 weeks from now is the Tuxedo Command episode. I thought it was really interesting to hear them say Tuxedo Command, Tuxedo Mask, Tuxedo Mask. Because of course that's his English name, Tuxedo Mask. Translation. What else? A lot of it was pretty close, although I don't remember in the manga Makoto catching a baseball and then throwing it back, but I mean, you gotta have some episode filler stuff, but it works because it shows off her strength and things like that. I like that. We know for sure now that Tuxedo Command knows that Usagi's Sailor Moon, and he went and got her, and it's playing out very, very well. And a lot of, some people don't like the fact that they're sticking so close to the manga, but I think it's actually kind of nice for a change, because this is how Naoko wanted it to be, and we'll see how the Tuxedo Command chapter is. He's supposed to be shirtless in the next episode in terms of the manga, if that follows it, so the fangirls and the fanboys out there are going to be squealing probably if they actually do have him like that. We'll see. Hopefully learn a bit more about him, and it'd be nice to see a tuxedo-less smoking bomber sometime soon. I can't remember if that actually happens this early on. I don't think it does. We'll see. We'll see. We also have the R series coming up, because this is episode 5 of probably 12 or 13. I think it's Act 13 that Queen Beryl ends up dying, or being destroyed, or however they do it. So we'll see how close it is. There's rumor that the Casablanca memory story from the short stories will be thrown into it. It's all about Rei, but who knows? At this point they're following pretty close to chapter to chapter to chapter. So At the end, of course, Usagi got or Sailor Moon, technically at the time, got the crescent moon stick and has been declared leader by Luna. And yeah, it's interesting how they are going about with the misfit style of, like, how Ami felt like a misfit because she was so smart and nobody really liked her, and then Usagi came along. Rei, same thing, misfit because she's got these powers, but I like the fact that they are incorporating her powers into it. She just knows, she has a feeling that, you know, oh, this person is going to be a Sailor Senshi. And also the fact that she is pretty close to her original thing. I don't trust men kind of a thing. So, a little bit more. Rei's character has changed the most between the original anime series and Sailor Moon Crystal, but Crystal, of course, is more closer to the manga, and there was already a personality change there. Makoto also kind of felt different, and so, you know, that seems to be a continuing trend. I would think that Minako won't, because of the fact that she has been already awakened. She is Sailor V. It'll be nice to see the Sailor V costume in effect. Pretty sure that they'll do it. And yeah, so we should have moon healing escalation, or I think that's what they call it in the manga too, coming up sometime soon. Yeah, and that's all I can really think of at the moment. Like I said, there's so many subtle changes to it, but at the same time it melds together, and I'm looking forward to see what they do with the Shittennou, since they are keeping them pretty much alive still and not turned into stone. So it should be Zoocyte's turn pretty soon, and then we'll see what happens from there. So I don't know about Rei's grandpa. Like, it's just weird. We did see Phobos and Deimos. They didn't name them though, but yeah. So that's all I can think about. Anyway, that's it for now. I will see you guys tomorrow. Don't forget to check out my radio show every Sunday from 2 to 4 p.m. Pacific Time, 92.5 The X, thex.ca, Japanese music at its best. I've already got the playlist already figured out. And actually, here you go. Animated in Japan, Insanity on the Radio. And it is world music focusing entirely on Japan. And you can see I've got Sailor Stars and the Sailor Moon musicals and stuff. And look, Samurai Pizza Cats. Yeah. I don't know how many of you are old enough to remember Samurai Pizza Cats. I'm dating myself. What can I say? Okay, I will see you guys tomorrow. Jamatane, and let me know what you thought about the episode, because fellow Sailor Moon fans, we like to nerd out. That's how it is, right? I was nerding out with Charlene Ingram at Anime Revolution. We were talking about Sailor Moon and stuff, so she's definitely the right person for the job for the English dub, and I'm really, really happy that a Sailor Moon fan is at the helm of things with Viz, in that sense, as a senior animation manager, I think is her title, but very excited. And the fact that she was also in Sailor Jamboree as Sailor Venus and all this other stuff, really, really neat. So very, very nice to get to meet her, and we're all looking forward to the next episode of Sailor Moon Crystal, I'm sure. So Saturday, what is it? Today's the 6th, so it'll be Saturday the 20th. Yeah, exciting. Jamatane mina. Bye-bye.